All right, let's get right into it. For forever, it feels like dating advice has been all about one thing: spotting red flags. Those big flashing warning signs that tell you to run for the hills. But what if that whole approach is kind of wrong? Today, we're going to flip the script. We're not just avoiding disaster, we're talking about building something amazing. We're going to talk about the architecture of a healthy connection and how to spot the green flags that tell you you're on the right track.
So just ask yourself this seriously. When you're getting to know someone new, is your brain basically in disaster prevention mode? Like, are you just scanning them looking for all the reasons it won't work? It's what most of us do, right? But I'm telling you, that one little habit might be the very thing keeping you from finding something truly great.
Which, yeah, brings us to our first big idea here. We've got to move beyond the red flags. I mean, think about it. Being on high alert all the time, scanning every text, every conversation for a hint of trouble, it's exhausting. And look, of course you need to protect yourself. That's a given. But when you're in that defensive crouch, you're playing not to lose. You're not playing to win. And that's just not a complete strategy if what you really want is to build a happy, trusting relationship. So if that's the problem, what's the solution? Well, this is where we shift our entire focus to the power of green. So what is a green flag? It's way more than just the opposite of a red flag. Here's the key. A green flag isn't just the absence of something bad, it's the active presence of something good. These are the real, tangible signs, the proof, really, that someone is emotionally mature and that you've got the raw materials to build something real and healthy. And this, right here, this is the whole mindset shift in a nutshell. When you're just avoiding red flags, you're defensive. Your goal is simply to not get hurt. But when you start seeking green flags, well, now you're being proactive. You're hopeful. Your goal isn't just to avoid a disaster, it's to actually build something amazing. Okay, so what do these green flags actually look like in the wild? Let's break down some of the absolute core signs of a healthy connection. First up, and this is a big one, consistent communication. And let me be clear, this is not about them texting you 24/7. Not at all. It's about reliability. It's about their words matching their actions. Simple as that. If they say, hey, I'll call you after my meeting, your phone actually rings. And you know why that little thing is so powerful? It builds what psychologists call secure attachment, which is really just a fancy way of saying you feel safe. You can relax. You're not left wondering. You're not rereading texts. You're not feeling anxious about where you stand. That consistency, that predictability, man, that builds trust right from the get-go. Okay, green flag number 2. This one is huge, and it all comes down to how they handle one tiny 2-letter word: no. A truly healthy partner respects your boundaries. It doesn't matter if you're saying no to a second date, or you're not ready for something physical, or heck, even if you just don't want to watch the same movie. There's no pushing, no guilt trips, no pouting, just respect. And why does this matter so much? Because it's a direct signal of respect. It shows they see you as an equal partner, a whole person, not just an object there to meet their needs or wants. It's one of the most fundamental signs you're building a balanced, healthy partnership. All right, let's talk about green flag number 3, active listening. And I mean active. This is so much more than them just nodding their head while you're talking. The real tell is what I like to call the callback. They remember the little things. You mention offhand on a Tuesday that you have a big, stressful presentation on Friday, and then Friday morning, your phone buzzes, it's them. Hey, thinking of you, good luck today. That little text, that's not just a good memory. It's proof of genuine emotional investment. It proves they are actually paying attention to your life, that they care about your inner world. It shows that the things that are important to you are starting to become important to them too. Next up, another absolute giant: emotional regulation. Look, let's be real, conflict is going to happen. It happens in every single relationship. The real green flag isn't avoiding fights, it's how they handle them. A mature person, they use I statements. They'll say something like, hey, I felt kind of hurt when that happened, instead of hitting you with the accusatory, you always do this. When you see that, it's a massive sign they've done their inner work. It means they can handle their own tough emotions without making you the punching bag. They don't resort to cheap shots like name-calling or the dreaded silent treatment. They can navigate stress without leaving a trail of collateral damage behind them. Okay, this next one. This is a green flag you kind of feel in your bones just as much as you see it. It's the feeling that they are, without a doubt, Team You. They're your biggest cheerleader. They are genuinely happy for your wins, big or small.
Your success isn't a threat to them. It's a win for the team. Honestly, a healthy relationship should feel like this. It should be your sanctuary, your soft place to land away from all the stress and the sharp edges of the rest of the world. When you're with them, you feel safe and supported, never judged. And our final core green flag is the one that really holds all the others up. Transparency. It's simple, really. With the right person, there are no guessing games. They're just clear. They're honest about what they want, how they feel, and about their past. You know where you stand because they actually tell you. And this is so critical. It stops what you might call an architecture of neglect from forming. You know, where the whole relationship is built on this shaky ground of assumptions and things left unsaid. Transparency makes sure that your foundation is solid, that it's built on actual truth. So we've got the big ones down. Now let's run through a quick check guide of some other really powerful green flags you can look out for. So think of this as your quick cheat sheet. First, check the pace. A healthy connection isn't a sprint, it's a marathon. They let things unfold naturally. Next, vulnerability. Can they actually admit when they're wrong? Huge. Then look at their friends and family. Do they have healthy, long-term relationships? That's a great sign they know how to maintain bonds. And last but not least, maybe the biggest tell of all, kindness. Just watch how they treat a waiter or a stranger on the street. That's who they really are when they think no one important is looking. Okay, so as we start to wrap this up, let's bring it all back to that main idea. The idea of you being the architect of your own relationships. Because at the end of the day, that's what this is all about. Shifting your focus from red flags to green flags is about choosing to be an architect instead of a demolition expert. It's about actively, consciously building something strong on a foundation of truth and respect, not just frantically trying to avoid a collapse.
So I'll leave you with this to chew on. After all this, what's the one green flag you're going to start actively looking for? On your next date, in your next conversation, what's the one positive sign you're going to make a priority?